And so hello and welcome back to the DOGE Island. Now that we have gotten we become apprentices as the sniff masters,
Boris.
we've got to help Boris.
The thing is, I could actually see Boris as a dog name. I could.
I always like to imagine that he has a Russian accent.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
This game doesn't have voice acting?
Well, I mean, it doesn't.
It's in dog.
It's sadly sub only. They didn't do the dubbing for it, so it's just the Japanese dogs doing their lines, and you get the subtitles of what they're saying.
So this really is the most budget game of all time.
Not really.
Like I mean like budget weird.
Yeah. But yeah, now I demonstrate a little bit of something when it comes to crafting stuff. Basically, if you have two of the specific things they mention here, you can create another. You can create another thing.
So this is Legend of Mana now?
Yes.
Except that all of those things are just accessories for wearing. I need to take off my circle glasses before I synthesize them.
Aw, but we love the circle glasses.
But they will become better circle glasses, like these.
Limited edition circle glasses.
Now I look like $5,000.
Now you look like you look like that one dude from Bleach. What was his name? Fuck. Urahara, I think his name was. You look like him.
This looks like an eShop menu, dude.
Except you don't have a little imp showing you how you look. But yeah, now we have to deliver the furniture to or the special wood to the noble, because nobody can be asked to do their job properly around. So our hero has to do everything for everybody, except he actually has a good reason to do it, because he needs to save his sister from certain death, and that's the only way it can be achieved. So, you know, it already makes a lot more sense than half of the JRPGs there are out there.
Yeah. So is Boris gonna pay us 20 rubles now?
What an asshole. He did actually find a way here, he just didn't want to carry it.
You're
He's
such a big
very
help!
lazy.
Such a big help. But yeah.
Oh god,
So,
I think he has Alzheimer's.
no, it's something different they don't actually call, but it also doesn't have a cure, so maybe it's Alzheimer's. In any case...
Oh god! Dog Island!
In any case, we have to talk to the dog inside of the giant book, Alex, obviously, and he will educate us on the subject and tell us about the possible solution. Yeah, there is no cure. But we can make a compass so he can still do his work, and actually this is very much worth doing as fast as possible. I think it's not possible to ignore this one. It's pretty much the first side quest that shows up. But you need a map stone.
So he's saying that your friend is going to die horribly and there's nothing you can do except do his job.
Basically.
No. He's telling us that we can't fix his terrible sense of direction, but we can give him something that will tell him where to go.
And you need a magic stone that, like, I guess... I can only imagine a glowing rock that when, like, you hold it up, it, like, projects, like, a holographic map with, like, a quest marker on it or something.
Wouldn't he still get lost?
Actually... yeah, maybe. I mean, I imagine what they're just calling the map stone is a freaking magnet. And yeah.
Right.
Oh, the Hoya planes. I hope they don't. They get a few games at least. Oh. Okay, bad joke.
Okay,
And there's
let's get rid of the snake because it's gonna.
What just happened?
He barked at it.
You can bark at animals in order to stun them for a little while. And it's going to be either a little while or a really long while, depending on if you're far away enough to render them out of the existence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because basically, when you get far away enough from something, it renders out of the existence, and then it keeps the timer exactly as it was when it was rendered out.
The way this game works reminds me a lot of Blade. I don't know why.
Why Illbleed?
Yeah, that's kind of random.
Like this deactivating traps and sneaking and barking.
Oh,
It's-
like
Barking was an Illbleed?
I wish it was
Probably.
an Illbleed.
It's
I
something
wouldn't
that would be.
It is like, I mean, in one of the maps you do become like Woody from Toy Story, and we're about to die. And in one of the other levels you become a wood puppet, so it's not too far off.
Let's not
But
forget
yeah.
that you have to get naked and kill all your friends to get the best ending.
Obviously. But yeah, here is a dog, but we're not going to help them because
course not.
Because it's not yet a side quest. Even though I likely have the thing. No, I don't think I have the thing, but yeah, it's just going to replay the exact same scene. For some reason we can't decide to help them, so we're just going to leave them for weeks on end. Just being stung
just
by
leave
bees.
me here. Just leave me here with the bees.
Is the black thing that talks relevant?
Yes.
His name is Patasi, thank you very much. And yeah, now the circle glasses that I have created, they are buyable at literally every store if I ever felt like it. So it's nice.
It's Star Ocean 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I see
Obviously
you
they-
bought freaking librarian glasses there.
I like the wristband.
I don't think I ever wear the wristband because it's too normal for my tastes.
It's too subtle.
So,
Yeah, your dog looks like he wouldn't be functionally able to run like he does.
Now I look like $10,000.
10,000 wolves, you mean?
That is true. But yeah, now we unlock fast travel in this game.
Wait. Fast travel is done with the guy that has no sense of direction.
Well,
Yes.
now he has because we made a compass for him.
Uh-huh.
That
And
makes a lot
now-
of sense.
And now Patasi has told us about one of our powers as an apprentice of a sniff master. Because as a sniff master, you can actually tell if somebody has any trouble in the world by sniffing on the map.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to say that the logic of giving a compass to somebody that has no sense of direction, it's like buying running shoes to somebody that can't walk.
Well, he still does his job somehow.
Well, to be more specific, it'd be like buying someone who can't walk new legs. So there you go.
Yes. And now we have high level animations.
I mean, look at that lip syncing.
Mm-hmm.
This was voiced in Japanese.
Yeah.
No, it's barks.
It's voiced in dog.
And they removed the barks.
No. I just don't have it because my audio capture messed up for this part.
Oh, so I just ruined the experience, pointing out the lack of sound effects.
No, I already said that. And it's pretty obvious, because, you know.
I now know where your fucking one picture came from, Nico. God damn it.
Mm-hmm. Deal with it.
You can dress up NPCs.
Hmm. Yeah.
No, they
well,
come dressed like this.
This is their default look.
This is
Yes.
their default look.
What?
Yeah.
They have such sense of style I can almost not match up. But here's the thing about this
There
game.
it is.
Pretty much every character in it is uses a potential main character model, and all of their look is just made with all of the stuff that you can wear. So you can pretty much create a copy of a character if you so felt like it.
I see. So basically, this is a meme dog simulator.
Mm-hmm. And now we have to now we have to take over Team Rocket. There, we have to become their leader, because obviously I have the fanciest hat.
Are we gonna end up kicking a bucket at their current leader?
Well, no, they actually don't have a leader right now, so we need to overthrow the government, obviously. And grasp the control in chaos, and we do that with the help of minigames. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We first
Still
have
though,
to
how
talk.
monstrous are these dogs going around and pulling bullshit when it's a town full of people dying? What the hell? Do they think they're gonna lighten the mood? Like,
What do you mean if a town full of people dying?
in a previous part, it was established everyone in this town is dying of illness.
No,
They're
they
funny.
were sick because of something in the water, but they got better.
That we brought.
Well, sadly, yes, that is true.
So basically, they were drinking mercury.
Yes.
Well, no, see, the sister of the main hero, or brother, depending on which you pick, is terminally ill, and I assume we brought the illness because right after we went to a lake to take, went swimming in the lake, the whole town became sick because of something in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell why this game didn't become popular.
This game's fucking awesome. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can see a few parents hissing at this game's themes.
But it
this
has
game
so
was
many
blatantly made for like 8-year-olds.
It has so many dogs in the hats, and they can make anything suitable for children, even burning up an orphanage full of disabled children.
And
Yeah.
melting alive.
Yeah,
They could
that too.
they could literally just drop, "Oh yes, I have cancer," and everyone
Yeah.
will be like, awkward silence, woof woof, ah.
Yeah,
Well,
there you go.
that is what happens at the beginning of the game, actually.
As long as you have a dog in a silly hat and a silly theme song, you can get away with anything.
But yeah, this is gonna be our first Team Rocket member that we have to beat in order to get his approval.
Do you have those spots for hearts there because you didn't heal your health, or they are just like expansions?
They are
Expansions.
possible expansions,
Okay.
and you get them by sniffing.
That makes sense.
Hmm?
For once.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I think this game has perfect logic. Just saying.
I mean, you can sniff trouble from the map just by sniff trouble in the world by sniffing a map.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically
I know
we
you're
have
a
to
real
play,
sniff master.
we have to play hide and seek with them,
Hide and sniff.
hide and sniff, and they don't actually bother to show exactly how they hide or where they hide. They just show up the badges and they appear out of nowhere.
They're
I
just in
assume-
the ground.
I assume they're just hidden in the ground. This is the only logical explanation. They put
Well,
a lot
yeah.
of They put a lot of effort into this hide and seek game.
They take this shit seriously, okay?
I mean, the honor of their gang is on the line, so
Yeah.
one of them, I believe, hides in like underneath the stream or something.
Wow.
Yeah, that looks close enough.
So, does this game have actual humans?
No. Dogs are the highest of all civilizations.
Yeah.
They have
Okay.
silly hats, overly complicated names, architecture, and art.
I just noticed that the little houses are dog size. That's kind of a cute detail.
Because they are for dogs. They were
Yeah.
built by dogs.
They were built by dogs for dogs. Unlike those filthy giraffes, we don't let them in our villages.
Yeah, giraffes don't have names. They live in the fields. They're not allowed in the cities. They're not allowed to have any possessions either. That is established.
Nope. Yeah.
But yeah, now we learn about the dog that's being chased around by the bees. And sadly,
by the vegans.
sadly, her name is not Nicole. But yeah, for now they're pretty now because she's side quest relevant, we can help them. It's Christina.
Okay. Just leave me here with the bees.
And we already have the lotus flower. Because you can just sniff for it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've gotta put the sprite right on the thing. And this cubicle bees will just go right there.
Forever.
Yeah, pretty much actually. They never grow tired. The lotus flower is fucking awesome.
Why would you want to go on a trip to the desert?
Well, because the desert has the best theme in the game. That wasn't included
okay.
on the OST.
Aw, bull. What the heck?
But I found it anyway.
Good. Oh, by the way, we also established that cows are not citizens either.
What
The cows are
they?
basically dogs of the DOGE Island.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. And what are humans? The dogs, the cows,
Humans don't exist.
Humans aren't a thing.
or maybe they are the cows and that's what they eat. Dark.
Dun dun dun.
That said,
So,
we've
yeah.
only seen one cow so far.
So yeah, Christina here is a princess, and she loves to collect bugs and fish. Although for now we can, I think we can only give her fish, because obviously we can't find any bugs without the bug net. And just a word of warning: the collection here works exactly the same like all of the other ones. So you want to save at least a bass, a right-eye flounder, a bluefish, and a silverfish. No, actually, the silverfish and the sardine you don't have to worry about, because you only need to learn the smells of those. But the right-eye flounder and the bluefish, as well as the black bass, you actually need to have those in your possession. Otherwise, you just have to fish for new ones, and that's randomly. That's just RNG. Very, very picky RNG. So he's obsessed with Amalia.
Why?
Well, I mean, did you see those bells that she wears?
But he's like twice her age.
Not really. I mean, this is not Noble. This is his
True.
son.
Okay, that works. I like how reluctant the hero looks about all this.
Well, I mean, like, because he wants aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
You know, we're basically enablers. And here I just show it out because I went back to bring all of the fish that I don't care to hold.
Right.
And also it's pretty annoying how like they give you the outline of the fish and where you can find it, but they don't give you the name unless you have already caught one of these. Which is a little bit annoying when they're specifically asking for a fish to bring to people, and to the dogs. Sorry, people don't exist. And they're like, this is the marlin, by the way. And they're like, just bring me this fish, and they don't really tell you where it is. Like most of the time, they give you a hint to that, but it's like fishing is one of my least favorite aspects, even though it's very easy to do. Aside from marlin fishing is soul crushingly difficult.
Quick, do a marlin fishing stream.
No. But yeah, the shit ton of side quests activate at once in this whole section. In this section.
Well, he did tell you to go help everybody.
That is true.
Hey man, he's a scholar. He's doing his job. Look, he's reading this book.
Mm-hmm. His one gigantic book of everything.
Mm-hmm. The DOGE Island on philosophy.
But yeah, she basically wants him to stop being such a shut-in and hikikomori and get out of his house.
Is it possible to be a shut-in when anyone at any time could very easily just walk through his fucking house?
Or basically you only have two walls.
Yeah.
Which also serve as the roof.
Right? He's got a good point, actually.
Pen is mightier than a sword.
I don't know, man. I'm siding with Alex here, just saying.
Well, I mean, we want to be on Amalia's side regardless if we want it or not.
Oh, fun.
You can tell that a side quest is very important when it starts with a cutscene.
Right.
Except that you really can't tell which side quests are really important. You just kind of have to do all of them and hope that story will advance eventually.
Right.
Diplomacy at home, I see. I also love how every time the camera goes back to me, my fancy hat goes crazy.
Yeah.
It's just one of those PS2 things of everything you're not looking at is not in the game currently.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the passage of time, it's white and it has a burning head. Now, the solution is very easy, but we need to ask somebody for help because our hero is not the sharpest knife in the crayon box.
He's a dog. What do you want from him, man?
Well, we need to ask Patricia for the answer.
It's a torch.
It's a candle.
The torch.
It's not a torch. It's a candle.
It's a torch.
Torches are not white.
They are if you paint them white.
But who would do that?
I would.
But yeah, there is a singular candle in this entire village because I guess everybody moved to electricity, aside from the junkiest of all places, the Victory Gang. And we just
Why didn't we just take the candle off the table?
Because that's not how it works. You can't just pick things up, you have to dig them up from the floor.
So why do you have a candle buried in your house?
Just in case the other one run out, you know?
It's a backup candle.
But yeah, now we also then he's still kind of a hikikomori even though he gets out.
He moved all of 5 inches away from his home.
And he's not gonna move any further throughout the rest of the game, as far as I remember.
I mean, progress.
We have accomplished a wonderful thing. But yeah, now she also gave us a hint towards where the other things are to do. But I like to just get rid of all of the side quests I can as soon as possible, because then it's easier to, you know, find out where to go. Because the thing is, while you can sniff at the map and it will tell you where there is trouble, it's not gonna tell you how much trouble there is in the city. It's just gonna tell you that there is a quest, not that there is gonna be 8 quests or 17 quests or whatever. So long as there is a little thing, it will just, you know, be showing that there is a quest.
So, quick question, real fast. Do any of these side quests have to do with 9 cheese pizzas?
I don't think cheese is an item that you can find, nor is pizza.
Darn.
But yeah, we get to do a few of those riddles later on as well. They're all very easy because obviously this is a game for 8-year-olds. Sniff some trouble. Still in Pubsville.
And it's right here, I guess.
And this is literally a reused cutscene from before.
Yeah.
There is nothing different about it.
Aww. It's. I'll tell you about what I'm giggling about later, but you'll know. You'll know. Still though, what dicks? Especially after we learned what it's like for that one dog. Like, why would you do that to the poor puppy?
Oh, and now we're also going to find out why she's that way, more in detail.
Oh God.
Would you like to hear my story? Well, I'm gonna tell you anyway.
I'm glad that they do that.
Well, the effect of our drugs wore off, sadly.
Aww.
And she's now even worse. Well...
What dickholes?
I mean, if she can't be cured, then I guess we just need to give her a map stone, right?
Yeah.
Wait, that's not how it works. Or does it? No.
Give her a compass.
The something that happened when she was a child, an incident. What could it be? I mean, it's just a children's game, right?
Oh God.
Her best friend.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
I think Have you're slightly ahead of us.
Yeah, I was reading everything. I was silently reading everything, and I was like, "What the actual fuck? Oh my God!"
DOGE Island, what the fuck are you?
She was wounded and bleeding and dying. This is a children's game.
I mean, dogs with hats make everything alright.
God.
Even murder. By the said dogs
like,
and hats.
And she's like, I may have killed her.
I may
Holy
have killed
shit.
her.
Oh God. Oh
Her family moved to the Zumi village.
I'm not even sure.
They couldn't deal with reality anymore, so they had to move to the town with a lake.
What the fuck?
After their daughter was mercilessly killed by her best friend.
And I must make up for my sins. This is dark shit.
Jeez. You know, I was joking before about brought to you by the same people who brought you Berserk, but fuck, now I know why. Christ.
And now, Nico, you must sniff and find the corpse of your friends.
Well, I mean, we know what her name is, so long as she has an ID with her, we will know which corpse it is.
I swear to God, this game is gonna end with some demonic ritual where we end up having to cut our own arm off, and it'll get replaced with a metal one that has a cannon in it.
Well, I mean, we're already summoning the blood tree.